What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is April 8th, I want to say. Let me pull my phone out here. Yeah, today's April 8th. Just got back from work, and I figured I'd just bring you all along to see what we get into. It's 50 something today. It's actually nice, or nicer than it was. I'm just in the greenhouse. It's 90 in here, so I'm opening it up. Got our peppers, tomatoes, some flowers. See what's up already. So yeah, we got some flowers. This is lettuce, herbs, flowers, peppers, tomatoes, more peppers. It does look like we lost a little bit, unfortunately. Last night was 22 degrees. You can see those are wilted. Luckily, we didn't lose all of them, and actually this is our biggest flat, best flat, so we're just gonna go ahead and get things watered up here. But yeah, it does look like we lost some jalapenos, but that's okay because we didn't need them all. So yeah, I'll get this watered up and we'll go ahead and see what we get into. It's just after 2 or so, I think. Just after 1:30, something like that. I don't know. I got off work earlier today. We were putting concaves in the combine. The ones for wheat. That way, when we are in the middle of summer getting hay made and everything, and the wheat's ready, we can just rock and roll and we don't gotta swap anything over, anything like that. So yeah, I'll pick you up after I get this all watered and we'll see what we get into. Alright guys, over the last I think it was 2 weekends ago or so, we got this all bent back and welded up. We're gonna clean it up a little bit more, and then it'll get cleaned up, painted, and we'll get a new bearing thrown in there. This is my 1209 John Deere Haybine. I have yet to see it run because when I bought it, this was all torn out. I think today we're gonna finish up a project, or at least try to finish up a project I've been working on. Let's see, I started a couple months ago, and then winter came and kind of just got put on hold. So right here is one of my running gears that I'm going to put a hay rack on, and I got these older bearings here, roller bearings. We'll get those cleaned up and re-greased. I do have new bearings for that side, and then we're going to get this with the tire put back on and get the other side put back on. We're going to bolt the tires up, and then I remember we took the sliding bolt out here because we wanted to see if it would extend. It's extended as much as we can get it, so we need to put a bolt back in there. And then steering is really worn out, so I'm gonna, you can kind of see shaking. Gonna see about that. And then this is also really worn out, so we're gonna get a new carriage bolt for that. Need a couple new bolts, stuff like that, but I want to at least get it rolling and be able to move it out of my parents' yard here, and it'll be better to work on. All right, to start, we're gonna get this side all cleaned up and re-greased. Let me put my second glove on, grab some gloves so that hopefully I can limit the amount of grease I get on my hands, which will hopefully keep the camera cleaner, aka you guys. So yeah, it's just got a cotter pin here. Pull that out, little pin, set those off to the side, and then it's got 2 wheel shims, or 2 whatever you want to call them, shims, and then it's got a, yeah, that. So we're gonna get those all cleaned up, pull off these bearings here, bearing, spacer, and then a second bearing, and another little shim thing. So I'll get all that cleaned up, get the shaft cleaned up. In fact, I'll need some rags to wipe it down and get it all cleaned up. But yeah, let me go grab some rags and we'll be right back. Alright, got a paper towel here. Just get this shaft all cleaned up. Get our bearings cleaned up a little bit. The rust is only just a little bit of surface rust and it's coming off pretty good, so I'm not too concerned about it. We'll make sure everything's greased good. It's a nice dry day, so shouldn't be much water at all on this. I'm gonna go ahead, grease the shaft. Just put enough on there. And then we'll rub it around. There we go. That should be pretty good. Go ahead and put our plate on. Little shim in there. Grab our bearings. Get those greased. Just pump a little bit of grease into my hand. Alright, got some grease in there. Let's go ahead and run it around. Get it all lubricated. Alright, slide that on there. That looks good. Our spacer. Second bearing, let me get that greased up. Alright, we're getting low in the grease gun on grease, so I'll have to go grab my grease from the basement and refill that. But second bearing is greased, if you can see that. Go ahead and get that slid on there. And then we'll bring our tire over, get it on, get it tight. All right. Here's our tire. One. I think I'm gonna have to move, guys. Go ahead and get this put on. There we go. We look like we're in there. Now we'll go ahead, grab this here. And that gets put on like so. And then we find whatever hole is gonna be tight enough, but not too tight. And we'll go ahead ahead and grease it. I think that one might work. Yeah. Alright guys, second one is in, but I don't have a cotter pin for it. She's good. I'll also check all the tire pressure, and good chance I'll need tires. I just noticed that. That really doesn't look good. So yeah, I'll check all the tire pressure and everything. I still got to get the tires actually bolted back onto the hubs. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And then I think I'm going to run to our local hardware store. I'll go pick up a cotter pin for that tire. And I'll also see about buying some bolts to get that finished. And get a new carriage bolt. Just a few things like that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get those bolted on. And we'll go ahead and pick you all back up. Alright guys, I got like three of the bolts on each tire tightened, enough to move it. So I got it moved over here to this yard out of the tall grass. This one still needs tightened, same with this. So we'll get those tightened. The one still needs the cotter pin, so I'm going to run to the hardware store. I'm going to buy a new bolt for that. You can see. So we'll go ahead and get that fixed. I'm also going to give everything greasing. The only thing that sucks with this one is the steering is so loose. Like, I don't know what to do there. I mean, I can replace the bolts there if I want, but I think it's just wallered out a hole, and that's a bit of the problem. But as we get it, we're going to go through, we're going to go ahead and grease all of the hubs, and she'll be ready. So it has back brackets, which are proper, and then it has this front here that you put a bolt through and it flexes. It's laying over there, so I'll grab it. But we're going to go ahead and pick up the tools. We'll run to the hardware store, go get the last of the things we need, and go from there. Alright guys, got the one bolt needed to go through. I got a lock washer and a washer, and then cotter pin kit, which will be good because having cotter pins on hand will be good. Lots of different sizes, so we're good there. Alright guys, we're back. We're going to go ahead and get this first one in. I'm going to go ahead, put washer on this side, get this fed through. There we go. Do a lock washer on this back side. Should have probably bought one more washer, but I didn't. So we're going to go ahead and get this started on here. Get that tight, and that'll keep it from sliding apart. Make sure everything else is good. That one's good. I believe this one's good, but we'll check it. Yep, that one's got a cotter pin. And it's bent, so it's good. That one's got a cotter pin. And that one's got a cotter pin. So they all got cotter pins. Now, unfortunately, I had one in my hand, so let me put it away. Unfortunately, unless unless I forget, or unless I forgot how many I had, I'll look around. I'll look down in the basement and stuff. As far as I know, I only have 2 caps. But like I said, I'll look down in the basement, see what I can find. These caps just come over here and they screw on. Oh, come on. At least I believe they screw on. Huh. Yeah, there we go. We got it started. And then you'll take a little wrench, or I guess a large wrench, and just tighten those up. So I gotta look if I only have 2 of those, or if I have the other 2 downstairs or laying around somewhere. But yeah, that is, other than tightening everything, which I guess let's go ahead and tighten them. We'll sit you guys right there. I think that's good. So we'll just go ahead, get these all tightened up. They are 5/8, and oddly enough, they're nuts and bolts. Alright, for now that's good. We'll tighten the other side, and for now we're almost done. We're almost sitting in a good place. Other running gear, I'll try and get those brackets cut. Go ahead and talk and work. Try and get those other brackets cut on the other running gear so that we can get them welded on. Then I will order wood to build decks on both of these. I don't know who I'm gonna get my wood from yet. We'll have to do some price check-in and see what's the best price around. But I think I'm just gonna sandwich 2x12s probably, maybe 2x10s. Sandwich 2 or 3 together, bolt them together, and then I'll be able to just use those instead of having beams cut or purchase beams or anything like that. Now, as far as having actual hay ground already this year, I don't have any yet. I have listings out. I've had 2 or 3 people reach out. I've been waiting to hear back from them. So, there's a lot that's got to click into place for us to actually be able to make our own hay this year. And if not this year, Lord willing, next year. But I'm trying my hardest to make it this year. Been looking at a couple balers on Marketplace. Ain't found nothing yet. Also been seeing a couple hay rakes. Ain't bought one of those yet. Ain't bought a tedder yet. But I don't necessarily need a tedder. I mean, I'd like a tedder if I could get one, but I don't think we're gonna have the money for one this year. So I believe the last thing to do on this is we'll just go ahead and grease all of the hub grease zerks, put 20, 30 pumps in them, something like that. I did change my grease out, so grease gun's filled up again. So we'll go ahead and get all these greased and then be done with this hay rack. is all of those greased. Last things to do is I gotta bring up the bracket that goes there, get that bolted on, get that bolt tight. I don't have the right size out right now, but I'll grab it, get that tight, and this thing will be as ready as possibly can without fixing loose steering or anything like that, but it'll be ready. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this style of video, it's gonna be just a lot less cut, just a lot more real-time stuff like that. Yeah, as we get working on more things every day, it'll be a little bit more just laid out nicer. Yeah, I mean, as we get busier throughout the season, I'm hoping we have more things to work on, more things to show, more equipment, fixing equipment, whatever it may be. But yeah, I'm going to try and upload whenever I can. But if it's a nice day like this, I can just bring you guys along, and then I don't have to edit as much. It feels much more doable. I don't know. We'll kind of see how it turns out, but for now, this looks good. I'm glad that we got all the wheels back on. She's out of the weeds, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, God bless.